Hello, internet. So yeah, Tekken here. About to do my Xbox 360 game collection. So I'm basically taking all my games, putting them in the binders like these, so I can get rid of all these plastic cases that are all over the place. And just eyesore city, throwing them all out. Well, I'm not throwing out these like special edition ones like this though, where it's like But yeah, this is Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I haven't really played it too much. I bought two copies. I bought it on PS3 as well. So yeah. Street Fighter 4. I love me some Street Fighter. I, I, yeah, like one of my top two favorite fighting game series. The other being Tekken. They're kind of tied for first place because like I love me some Street Fighter. Like Street Fighter 4 brought me back, and I just like played the crap out of this gen, and I got to like where I was really like as good as I've ever been, even though I'm still not like Daigo Umehara, like, awesomeness, but, I feel pretty good with my skills playing the average player. Resident Evil 5. I like Resident Evil 5. I mean, actually, well, 5's okay. I think 5 was the one that I was down on, or was it not 5? I don't know. I don't remember. 5's okay. It's no Resident Evil 4, but whatever. Resident Evil 4 is Resident Evil 4. Too Human. I think I'm gonna keep this one just because like you can't really find this game anywhere because I think stores are like ordered to destroy the case or destroy these games, so it might actually be worth some money now. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy Too Human. It's not really that good of a game actually. Like later on, you're getting attacked by enemies off screen, and it's really annoying, and you keep dying, and not no bueno. It was okay. I didn't really enjoy it that much towards the end because it got really aggravating, and it felt like it was just like a slog through a grinder as you're getting killed all the time. Just Cause, I haven't played too much of this game. Uh, I hear good things about Just Cause 2, but I haven't played that, so I want to. I tried playing this one, but it was like really slow going at the beginning. I might have to restart it, but I haven't really played it. Ooh, Dishonored. I don't know. A lot of people like this game. I didn't find it too good. Like the stealth aside, like the abilities you get, you're kind of limited because of you have to find runes to upgrade them. So once you're going down a path, you're kind of stuck there. And I went all stealthy and stuff, and I didn't really enjoy it as much as other stealth games. So I played it stealthy, and I didn't find it to be like one of the best stealth games I've ever played. So I was like, okay, it's okay, but I haven't tried out the other powers. Apparently they're cool or whatever, but I just found them to be a bit overpowering compared to if you like play with the powers on, nobody can really touch you. And then, well, not to say nobody can touch you, but I felt like a very strong sense of overpoweredness to where it didn't really feel like very much of a challenge after I was using powers in this game. So I don't know. I just didn't really get like what the big hubbub was with Dishonored. Wolverine Origins, or wait, no, X-Men Origins Wolverine. So I got this because it was cheap, and it got like pretty good reviews, and it's pretty it's pretty violent. But I stopped playing like early on because like you get to this part where you're in the stealth section and you can die in like one hit or something. And I just didn't feel like bothering with it. I was like, okay, that was fun. I played up to that point. I was like, oh, I think I'll just not play anymore. So yeah. Oh man. Fallout 3. So, actually, I have the Game of the Year edition because what happened was I traded in this version for the Game of the Year edition at GameStop when it was like on sale for super cheap, and they didn't have a case, and I was like, yeah, you can just use the case for the version I already have. So I have all of, like the DLC and stuff, but I haven't played it. But I I think before Skyrim, I would like go and buy Bethesda games because people would just like blah 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 and like not shut up about them and say, oh, these are so awesome, blah blah blah. But I haven't had a chance to play any of them, so I actually have stopped buying them. So it's like I have Fallout 3, and actually I didn't buy New Vegas, so I didn't. But that's Obsidian, so never mind. But yeah, Fallout 3, Oblivion, and I think those are the two this gen I have that I have not played through because they're also like very epic, massive games that I can't find the time to play them. I don't know. I want to play a Bethesda game and enjoy it, but I haven't had the time, so we'll see. Oh, I'm supposed to not talk about games if I haven't played them. Sorry. Resident Evil 6. I enjoyed Resident Evil 6. I don't care what people say. Like, it was a fun, dumb zombie action movie. Like, the story's kind of meh, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. What's there? Like, it's more Resident Evil, or at least more Resident Evil post 4 era games. Like, it's kind of like the same reason why I like Metal Gear Solid 2 is because it's more Metal Gear Solid, but it's in like a nice shiny graphic engine, whereas this is just Resident Evil 6, which is just an extension of Resident Evil 5. But you just prettier graphics. Actually, well, it had Leon Kennedy in it. That too. Like it brought Leon back. Other returning characters, Ada Wong. She has a pretty cool segment. I enjoyed it. I don't care what other people say. Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. I have not had the chance to play this game, but it has very salacious disc art. There's like some lady in a thong. Well, she might not be in a thong, but you can totally see her cheeks. Her butt is totally showing. King of Fighters 13. Have not played much of this one because I found out after playing it that any 2D fighter that's not like Street Fighter, I just have trouble getting into. Like the button inputs are the same, the gameplay systems are different. It's just, I kind of, like I kind of don't want to say that, but I guess if it's from Arc Systems or somebody else that's not Capcom, I'll try it, but I'm not sure if I'll buy it anymore just because I'm playing less and less fighting games these days. DJ Hero, a very fun rhythm music game on the 360 with a turntable controller. I like that game. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. I have not played this game. I got it for $15 as we can see. But I heard really good things about it, and I wanted to play it, but I haven't played it, so. Oh man, I'm under 20 minutes and I'm like rolling through these. Alright, more games. Street Fighter 4. Did I already talk about Street Fighter 4? Wait a minute, how do I... Oh, this is the case out of the box. Okay, I'll move on, because I already talked about Street Fighter. If you're not in Discovery, I've not played this game. I only got it because there's been so few JRPGs this gen, and it was cheap. So yeah. Import Tuner Challenge. Oh man, this game... Graphics not the best, but it was a nice... basically, all the Tokyo Extreme Racer games that I had on the PS2, this is basically the current generation equivalent to that, because you can... It's basically that game, but on 360, where you have a car and you just spruce it up and you level it up until you get to the next one, and you play or you race with all the different racing clubs in Tokyo and around that area until you can get to the next one. Halo 3, I'm not a Halo fan. I only got this to get the version that came with the cat helmet. I think it was like the legendary one, and it was like $30 to $60. I don't remember. I probably paid 30. I probably paid 40 actually for it. I got a good deal on it, so I was like, okay. I haven't played it. I'm not a Halo fan, so. Lost Odyssey. This game I enjoyed. This is a really good, one of my favorite new IPs or just favorite games this console generation. It was very much a mashup of Final Fantasy X. Actually, yeah, it felt very Final Fantasy X, but with like more stuff to it, and not like a straight rip-off of Final Fantasy. I mean, the battle system. I mean that only the battle system. The battle system is very Final Fantasy. Like everything else is like really different. Like even in like the battle system, when you're doing attacks, you have the boost gauge, where you can hold down the right trigger as you're attacking, and if there's like a ring in the middle of the screen, and this other one that shrinks around it, and if you can time the release of that, or release the trigger when those two overlap, you do bonus damage. So that was a cool mechanic. And the story's pretty cool. The characters are cool. The setting's cool. Like everything about this game is like pretty good and like refreshing for a JRPG. Even though Kaim, I gotta say, as a main character, kind of depressing. Kind of depressing. But they have other really good supporting characters to bring up the spirit of the party, or the morale of the party. And just really weird stuff going on in the storyline, just and funny stuff. I also like the whole 100 Years of Dreams, like the like little mini stories you'd find wherever you'd go that you could like read, and they'd have like sound and stuff. Even though some people like didn't like that, I did. Oh, look at that! It's my favorite game of all time because I totally bought it on the 360. Yeah, I gushed about this on the PS3 video, but basically, it's like one of my favorite open world games ever because it has freaking man. Uh, so yeah, open world, good setting, like the West or Wild West, and you felt vulnerable the whole time because you could get attacked by a cougar or a fox or a bear or bandits, and then you can change your costume. You have an inventory system, so it feels like very RPG light in that regard. The Deadeye system works really well. The story's really good. The character's really good. Online's really good. Such a fun game, and I really enjoyed it. Red Dead Redemption. Oh yeah. Okay, still not out of time, so let's get more games. DJ Hero 2. I think I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, I enjoyed it just as much as DJ Hero. I'd like to see a new DJ Hero game. That'd be great, but who knows when we'll get another one. Alpha Protocol. I have not played this game. I got it because everybody was saying, "Oh, it's like Mass Effect but better." So I was like, "Well, I gotta play it." So I played it a bit and then I stopped because it's not really like Mass Effect. Like it's not 1-to-1. It's similar but really different. Just saying. I mean, Mass Effect. Let's start off. You have a whole squad. This game, you're one dude. So it's like, well, clearly the people making comparisons to this in Mass Effect should play more Mass Effect, unless they've only played the Arrival DLC or the end of Mass Effect 3, the 2 times in the entire franchise. I'm sorry, the 2 times in Shepard's trilogy when he's alone. Whereas this game, you're alone the whole time. You ain't got no squad. You no banter there with your crewmates. Like, what is that? Like, you probably don't have a ship that flies around the galaxy called the Normandy. That whatever. I'll play it. Thinking make a fair comparison, but until then, I mean, it has like this dialogue system where it's like 3 choices. Because apparently having a dialogue system makes it so much like Mass Effect. Whatever. Oh, I guess it's like third-person action combat with the RPG system. Whatever. I'll play it. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of being snarky about it, but I'll play it. XCOM Enemy Unknown, definitely in my top 20. This game, one of the best strategy games of all time, dare I say. Sure, the story is kind of whatever. The gameplay though, oh, I've gushed about this like already in like a video I made of like why I like this game so much. But like the freaking, you get the characters, you can name them, you can like change their armor and stuff, and then like depending on like the class, you can customize them. And like the randomness of like you don't know what's going to happen in the next mission. Any of your characters could die, and when you die, you're dead forever, permadeath, unless you can be revived. And even if you're revived, you get put on like the freaking, you're wounded, you're out of action. You have to rehabilitate your injury before you can take part in more missions. So it's like you could put your person or put yourself in the game, and you could die or you get injured. And you can't even play your character. I almost said a weird sentence. So yeah. So good. And then like man, just the different abilities and like the way to like strategically maneuver your characters around the map, to like have your snipers just like be in like the back with Overwatch over like the all the map, and like have headshots on everybody. So good. Effin' XCOM, man. Effin' XCOM. I love that game. That's the other thing, man. It sucked me in like so good. Like I could not stop playing. I just like one more mission. I'd stay up so late playing that game. Saints Row Double Pack. This is Saints Row 1 and 2. I have not played either of these games though, so yeah. It was only $20, so I got a deal. Need for Speed Shift Limited Edition. I'm trying to think why I like Need for Speed Shift. I do enjoy it. It's basically just like an easy sit down and play racing game. It's got some level system, Eventually you start like playing. I don't know. It's a racing game. It's fun. It's very easy to enjoy. There's not too much to it. A good selection of cars, easy to get into. Hmm. Modern Warfare 3. This is the last Call of Duty game I will ever buy and play. It was okay. I mean, oh, it wasn't okay. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Um, I don't know. Multiplayer, I'm kind of over it, so I'm not gonna really say too much about it because I didn't even hit the level cap. I was just done before I even got to level 70 or whatever. Uh, Single player was a nice action ride roller coaster, like all the other Call of Duties. I like what they did with the whole. I guess they did like actually close the Captain Price story, so that was nice. They didn't like leave it on a cliffhanger or anything, so it is actually done. Zors. Ooh, I'm still not done. Wow, I'm actually blowing through these 360 games. I have like 2 more stacks left, so I might be able to get through these. Oh man, Gears of War 3. So Gears of War 3, man, like playing Gears of War like again after I played it like once. I was always trying to like go back through and like record it for like my channel, but the story and the characters are just not there for me. It's like the action and like the gameplay really good on point. Everything else, I don't care. I think that's what I realized in Gears 3 is just like I don't care about these people. I don't care what's going on with them. Like it is just I like how the story resolved itself, but like the whole Dom and his dad thing. I mean, not Dom. Marcus and his dad thing. That was a nice resolution at the end, but besides that, I don't really care. Like, and then also it does something that other games. No, actually, yeah, some other games do this, but it was more apparent in this game that it was happening. Like when it's like happening, that is like something that annoys me. That only recently have games been doing this, but there will be a ton of action happening on screen, and then you also have like dialogue that's kind of important, either just like from characters talking about stuff or like to the well, it's not really important to the storyline, but you have characters talking, and like I kind of want to hear what they're saying. But there is so much crazy crap happening on screen and around them that you can't really hear what they're saying. And like there's subtitles in this game, so I knew like people were talking. But had they not have been there, I'd been like, what's going on? The other game that kind of does that is like some of the boss fights in Deus Ex. Like the final boss fight, there is so much crap happening, and like you're getting talked to, but there's like way too much going on in that one. Also, Mass Effect 3, like the Kai Lang boss fight, that happens too. Like he's talking, you're talking to him. Well, that's the other weird thing. It's like Kai Lang's talking to you, and like Shepard's talking at him, because like usually you choose what Shepard's saying, but like this is also like I'd say I'm talking about the boss fight towards the end of the game, because there's a part where like you're exchanging dialogue about stuff that's happened, and so like there's stuff happening and you're talking to him, and like you can't really hear. Well, you can, but there's so much happening. It's kind of hard to focus on like what's being said. That's kind of the thing that Gears 3, you know. Outside of that, it's just like Gears 3. It's card-based shooter, like they all are. Not really much to say there. Okay, Left 4 Dead 2. I only bought this because I wanted to play with some of my friends that didn't have PCs to play this on Steam. So, but yeah, Left 4 Dead 2. It's Left 4 Dead. So, fun co-op awesome. Fun co-op action awesomeness. That's what I was trying to say. Dead Space, man, this game, really really good. I'd say my top 20 for sure. Just the the atmosphere kills it in this game. Like the atmosphere, I felt so immersed, and like the gameplay and just it is basically like I would like compare this to Metroid Prime, except it's in third person and just super creepy and oh man, those enemies. Even though it's the same enemies over and over, it still creeps me out every time you get ambushed. Like still like like there's not very many enemies in this game, but like when they're on screen, I am creeping out and losing my stuff. But yeah, I really like Dead Space and the way it was set up. And I haven't played any of them after one, so I need to get on that. Alright, we're almost at 20 minutes, so I'm going to stop it here and come back with part 2 of 360 games.